Control of the U.S. Senate will come down to just a handful of races, and North Carolina's race is at the top of the list.
Former North Carolina Supreme Court Chief Justice Cheri Beasley is trying to put the Senate seat retiring Richard Burr held for the last 18 years back in Democratic hands. She sat down recently with our senior political reporter Bob Buckley to make her case.
We need the next senator from North Carolina to not be afraid to fight to protect our constitutional rights for choice.
Democrat Cheri Beasley feels good about her chances to win a Senate seat that Democrats have only won twice in the last 40 years, even in a year when the winds of political change may be blowing against her party. Are you happy with the direction the country's going in right now?
I think it's fair to say that people are having a hard time. I mean, costs are rising, and people are thinking about their day-to-day. They're thinking about, do I pay for groceries, or do I pay for high-priced medication, or do I pay for school supplies? And we're the greatest country in the world. People should not be making those kinds of choices.
And as you mentioned, the number one issue on people's mind is inflation. What do we do about it? How much is there the government can do?
The greatest reason for higher prices really is the supply chain issue. And we really can lower costs, and Congress has to take action. We can hold corporations accountable for price gouging, and we must do that.
What does taking action against price gouging look like?
Corporations are making record profits, 70-year record profits, at a time when so many people really are struggling. And we know that it's under the cover of inflation that they are jacking up prices. And so Congress really should do something about it. Congress really can institute a penalty when corporations are purposely raising prices at a time when really people are just trying to make it.
A record-breaking number of migrants are arriving at the southern border. Authorities say since last year, arrests topped 2 million for the first time ever.
You mentioned in the debate you want to secure the border. What does that mean?
It is true. There are some folks who should not be in this country, period. But we also know that we absolutely must secure the border and reform our system. We need to make visas available, more readily available, for farmers who are telling me that they need help on their farms. And we do need a path for citizenship for dreamers and for those who've served honorably in our military. And if Republicans and Democrats are agreeing on so many of these things, why isn't something happening?
Beasley says she wants to fully fund law enforcement, but also find money to, in her words, invest in community-based intervention programs to stop the cycle of violence. We're $30-some trillion in debt. Where's this money going to come from for police and for community needs that you mentioned?
We vote our values and we spend our values.
But where does it come from? We're already hugely in debt.
We're one of the richest countries in the world, and we really do have to be mindful that as we're allowing folks to get away from paying their taxes, to make sure that folks are able to take care of their families, that we are making sure that people have access to health care. I mean, we can do this, but our senators have to share the priorities of folks who live here in North Carolina.
As she campaigns across the state, Beasley says she hears that climate change needs to be another priority.
North Carolina is in a climate crisis, and I'm hearing it from our farmers who understand that the soil composition is very different. We're experiencing floods and droughts, and the sea level is rising. But thankfully, North Carolina is one of the leaders in solar.
Bob Buckley, Fox 8 News.
Beasley's opponent, Republican Ted Budd, leads by only 2 to 3 points in the various polls, which is within the margin of error, giving Beasley confidence that it can be anyone's race to win.